Yo, Chaos Squadron, it's your host, Shadow Terriers. How you living? And welcome to another Chaos stream. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, literally, as I was about to hit the button to come on screen, all of a sudden, my second monitor went out, and I was, like, starting to freak out, like, what the fuck? I thought that it was, like, going bad or something, and I would have to replace it. Matt, you were literally streaming, bro. What do you mean? Like, I was like, oh, God, you're streaming. Like, no wonder. So no, you're good. No worries. Like, I never expect my mods to be here every single stream. I very much understand that, you all have lives outside of doing this, and this is not a paid job or anything. And in your case, you do stream. So, like, there's gonna be some times where we're both streaming at the same time, and you're just not gonna be able to be there. I totally get it. No, it's totally okay. And as someone else who mods but also has all those things go on, I get it. So you don't ever have to apologize. I appreciate you. How can I put this? I appreciate you taking this so seriously that you want to apologize, but you totally don't have to worry about that. Man, I gotta sleep early tonight, so if I have a great stream, that's okay, man. No worries. The VODs will always be up for 2 weeks on here, and they'll be up on YouTube. So no worries. Have a good rest of your night, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here first. Also, first time in the chat. Hi, Ayume. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Y'all, let's give a warm welcome to Ayume. It's their first time in chat. So let's show them a little bit of love there. Make them feel welcome. And Ayume, what's your favorite game? And how did you come across us, if you don't mind me asking? Ayudame. Okay, got you. Ayudame is the nickname. Okay, I like that. Very cool. But yeah, welcome in. So thankfully it just turns out that I forgot that the plug for my second monitor is like a really huge plug. Because essentially my second monitor is a mini TV. I really need to upgrade that one of these days, but I am broke, as y'all know. If you're Hispanic, you get the joke. I don't, because I'm not, but I have friends that are Hispanic, and I will figure it out. I will ask them after stream. They'll be able to help me out. I need to ask them some questions anyway, because I need to learn some Spanish phrases for my job, because I keep running into that, and I'm just like, damn it, why haven't I done that? My nickname means help in Spanish. That's actually cute. I like that. I can enjoy puns, even the bad puns, like ones that are like Yang Zhao Long bad. I still have fun with them, and my bestie that's getting married soon loves them too, so that's awesome. What was I saying? So thankfully my cat just knocked the plug out a little bit because it's already kind of sticking out a slight bit because of how big it is. So I was like, I cannot go back to a single monitor. Like if I have to, I'll do it. But after finally having 2 monitors again, I would die. My stream did go well. I got my first hype train all the way to level 5. Nice. Excited for Sonic X Generation. Same. I am so hyped. Like, bruh. Like I said the other night, I thought it was a fucking joke, and then I found out it wasn't. I was like, fuck yeah. Y'all already know. The day it drops, we are playing that shit. Like, whoo. But anyway, alright, so it's Friday night, so I don't have to work tomorrow, so we can actually be up for a little bit later. And I would have started stream earlier, but I'm not gonna lie, I was a little depresso espresso, so I had to kind of snap out of that. But I'm ready now. We're gonna get some Genshin going. We're finally gonna play Birdonetta's story, and by that I mean Jianyu. And I hope y'all will enjoy it, and thankfully it's probably gonna be voice acted, so I won't have to worry about having to do all the voice acting because I just had a monster, so I'm about to be really thirsty. I'm gonna get coin flip and just join a random stream, and here I am. I like that because you know what? It means you'll never know where you'll end up, and you never know who you end up meeting. And I didn't do a coin flip per se. When I first really started watching other people on Twitch, when I really got serious into streaming, like what I did was I would just look for my absolute favorite games. So like usually it was Sonic Adventure 2. I've met a lot of friends through that actually, and I would just see who was interesting to watch that was playing that game. And I met quite a few people doing that are very dear friends to me now. So looking back, I was like, man, good times. And occasionally I do it again. We met someone not too long ago, actually, from going back to that habit. I have a bad reputation for sounding rude. Be aware of that. Well, I also do know that things can be misunderstood in text because, you know, there's no context or anything like that. I have no tone to go on. So I do try to, and I use, man, I'll tell you, I used to notice one person that, oh God, anytime we got into, and they, how can I put this? I had to walk on eggshells with them as it was, because they had like BPD and stuff, and it was just a hot fucking mess and a very horrible friendship. But, anytime we had to have a serious talk, it never went well in text, to the point where I started saying, no, look, if we're gonna have a serious talk, we have got to like get on a call or do a voice thing or something, because we misunderstand each other's tone so badly, and it does not go well, especially with their mental illness. But we used to be friends. We're not friends anymore. They are a shitty person. But, so because of going through that, I really do try to get understanding really with everything, but especially if someone says something in text, before I take it the wrong way. I try my best. So I will definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, but welcome in. So this is a 21 plus stream, just because while I am not a LewTuber, and I'm for the most part pretty chill and wholesome, I'm not afraid to talk about lewd stuff when it comes up and whatnot. And it does come up sometimes. Like, we're all adults, so, you know, it happens. So just letting you know that right there. Kill, if you don't stop. Oh, he's playing with his toy. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm so glad I rearranged the room a little bit. He's got so much more room to play now. I need to get him some more toys, though. Let's do blackback perch stew. Last time I said on a stream, sure is an eyesore to deal with. I forgot to add the context, and it was all the people in chat having the same username color. Okay, I see what you're getting at. That you know, honestly, for me, because I have friends that are on the spectrum, and so I'm used to where, like, I'm used to seeing stuff like that, where it's like, I know they don't mean it in a bad way. They're just, you know, just saying facts for them. And again, they're, like you said, they're forgetting to put the context in order to make it not sound a lot worse than it actually is. So, no, I feel you. I got banned 20 seconds later. I feel pretty confident in saying that I definitely, if that happened on my channel, I would try to get understanding before I banned. And also I mod a lot of other my friends' streams, my other friends' streams. And so typically, yeah, you have to say something really obscene where there's no mistaking it for us to just be like automatic ban. So you should be fine, but I definitely appreciate you being concerned and letting me know ahead of time. And that definitely shows maturity on your side and trying your best to mitigate that as best as you possibly can. So that's what's up. I like that. So I think I can speak for all of my peoples and my mods when I say that I'm pretty sure we'll try to understand and try to get clarification before we take action like that. So don't worry. Yeah. We try to be all about the good vibes and just let people be able to enjoy themselves here. Yo, Coney, thank you for coming by the stream. How are you, love? How's it going over there? Y'all having a good time with your visit? So good to see you. Everybody getting nice and cozy. It's Friday. Ugh. We can finally get the weekend going and get a smidgen of a breather. I know I, in particular, am... Oh, to see you two, love. You sweetie! Oh my God! Alright, let's see. Can this get me... No, it cannot. Sag. Oh, I don't really want to climb, but I guess I'm gonna have to climb. Yeah, let's do it. I want my stamina. I want my stamina. There you go. So, you know, I was thinking, I watched, I don't know if any of y'all know her, but I watched Sid Snap. Her recent video, I think she just posted it today, actually, where she and her husband, God, they're such a cute couple, actually sat there and did a tier maker for, like, all the current Genshin characters, on, like, who they would marry, who they would most likely marry, who they would be lovers with, etc., etc. And I was like, you know what? I want to find that one. I want to do that. I think I want to do... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay. I thought that's what this was. So I was like, oop, let me not run up in there and get caught. I want to do that. I think I want to save that... Fuck me. I want to save that for like a big event, if at all possible. Oh, okay. Yep. Nope. I'm not getting away from him. There. Discovered a cool thing yesterday that you'd be totally interested to know. Oh. Ooh. And yes, yes, Ayume, that is exactly what will happen. It's that kind of game where, you know, sometimes you're gonna have to travel a little bit in order to get to where you want to go. Now, to be perfectly honest, I could have teleported closer by, but sometimes I just like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm all about just doing it the hard way. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Okay, that's one. The game Tears of Temith is made by Hoyoverse. Wait, you mean the one that you just told me about the other day? That explains why the art is so good. Huh. Interesting, indeed. Ah, shit, they caught me again. I was just trying to find where the other piece is. I hope the god has a good pieces before the summons. Well, you know, to be perfect, now granted, this is the only gacha element game I've ever played, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt, but to me, it's not that bad for the characters. I've definitely heard of some gacha games where it's worse. Oh, I can't do it during combat. Okay, I guess I gotta kill everybody. Alright, that's fine. And even the weapon is not as bad, although the way you can lose the banner for the exact weapon you want, because there's two weapons on the same banner, that's like the event, that's a little rough. I would say, honestly, for me, the RNG in this game, that's the worst, and we've said this several times on stream, and I think it's pretty much a common consensus at this point in the series, or in the fandom, the artifacts. That is the worst one. Again, yeah, it's still a gacha, but there's tons to do. Like, that's the one thing I do love about this game, and that's why I feel like I probably will never play another heavily gacha elemented game, because this is really more than a gacha game. Like, it's not even really a gacha game. It's an open world RPG with gacha elements in it. Like, there's just so much to this game. The gacha elements just helps make things a little easier. That's really all it is. You know, you can do it without doing any of that. And for the longest time, that's exactly what I did. And for the most part, I still pretty much do. Like, I don't really go crazy with the gachas. If there's a character that I really want, yes, I'll go for it. I only just did the weapons banner for the first time last banner because it was Raiden Shogun. And I was just like, you know what? She's my best character. So I kind of want to just go ahead and get the weapon and call it a day. But normally, I don't go for the weapons. So, yeah, this is really a much bigger game than just gacha. And I think it's why I love it so much. Like, there's so much I can do without even going to the wish area. I think a lot of the people in the Genshin fandom say that same thing. And I just don't think there's any other games out there that really do it for me like that, with the exception of Honkai Impact 3rd and Honkai Star Rail, but, you know, those are also made by Hoyoverse, so I'm just like, I might as well keep playing Genshin. And I will never play Star Rail, like, no disrespect to anybody who does, but turn-based combat, I outgrew that after I stopped playing Pokemon. I can't do it no more. I can't. I will force myself to do it when I absolutely have to, like when we do go play Final Fantasy VII, the OG Final Fantasy VII. Well, I don't have a choice. So I'll deal with it. Or if I replay like one of the old Pokemon games, I'll deal with it. But as far as anything new, oh no, I won't do it. I won't do it. Another thing I do like about Genshin, you know, even before we get into the percentages, one thing I will say that I do love about this is that at least when I'm doing gacha in this game, it's actually worth something in the game because I'm not pulling for like cards or shit like that, like a lot of gacha games where it's like, okay, I got a card, now what? Like, no, I'm pulling for characters that are really strong and are gonna help my combat in this game go a lot smoother. You know, help build my teams up, or getting weapons that help build my team better, things like that. I'm like, you know what? And I get new gameplay out of it. Like if they have a really awesome way to do their combat, like I get to do that on the regular. It's like I do love that. That I can't get enough of. To feel the power of these characters that I pulled. Turn-based Go Bird, very testing, and will tell you a wide variety is best. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like I could do strategy. I'm not the greatest at it though, and so with turn-based combat, you have to be a really good strategist in order to make that work. And I can say that from my Pokemon days, where yeah, you really gotta plan out your fight with your team. And yeah, I'm more of a hack and slash person. I am a huge hack and slash fan. My favorite gaming genre is platforming, followed by hack and slash. And open world RPGs, or action open world RPGs like this and Kingdom Hearts is right up my alley. But again, I can do the turn-based when I have to. I was doing that. Not to mention, oh, the hack and slash is so stress relieving. Just going and beating the shit out of things in game. Oh, it feels so good. Ooh. Competition for Ganyu's Frosting Arrow's position issue after her outfit change. Ah-ha-ha. Interesting. Batman Arkham, best combat in my opinion. I wish more games kind of adopt this. I agree. We actually played Arkham Asylum on this channel, and I am gonna go back and play. I'm gonna go play City and Night, both of which I've never played before. But yes, I agree. Oh, the combat in that game. And I've only played Asylum, which was like the first one, so I really look forward to seeing what things they do in City and Night to take it up a notch. I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you for reminding me. I really need to get back on that. But yeah, no arguments here. Arkham games, great combat. Also, I really had a good time when we played Marvel Spider-Man, because to me, that was basically Spider-Man's version of Arkham. And the combat was mwah. So good. I can't wait to go back to that either. Play Origins, a lot of content. Really? A lot of people tell me that Origins is like the black sheep of the series, because it wasn't made by Rocksteady. So I may. The thing about it is though, I don't think they ever re-released it on PS4, so I would have to figure that out. I would have to get it on a PS3 or something. The other Arkham games are on PS4, so that's a lot easier for me to get. Origins is similar to Arkham City. Okay, I may look into it. Right, I do remember it was an Origin thing. I do remember that. Okay, so they still haven't added the Lantern Right. I guess we'll get that next week or something. Yo, so they finally reset the Spiral Abyss. I did that last night just to myself, and while it was still difficult, I will say this: Raiden Shogun, now that I have her weapon and her C2, whoo! Like, basically every time I got to the part of the the Abyss where I use my actual team, man, I was like, just let Raiden Shogun go in here and just show up and show out. I mean, it got smooth as silk. I actually managed to get 3 stars out of the floor 12 for the first time. So I might consider trying to show y'all later tonight. Just, that's a lot of work. Had bad luck for a whole year. That'll do it. That'll do it. I swear, I really feel like the streamers who stream this game, particularly if they stream it during the stream event like I am right now, your luck increases, I swear. Because I have had crazy luck this past year in Genshin. Insane. Like, no money spent, all grinding. Yeah, that's the thing though. It's like, I pretty much have only grinded too. The only money I've really spent on Genshin consistently is the Welcome Moon, which is $5, and occasionally I'll get the Battle Pass, which is 10. Like, other than that, I pretty much always grinded. The only times I spent more, I ain't gonna say I even will, but the only time I spent more and like actually bought Genesis crystals to convert it to Primos was when I was going for Raiden Shogun C1, and I think I bought some for her C2 this past month. I think I did, but like only a little bit. Oh yeah, and then when I first was trying to get her, I forgot I did spend 150 to get her that time. But like, that's it. Other than that, it's just been straight Welcome Moon, occasional Battle Pass, and just grinding. I just get in here all day, get my free Primos, do a bunch of different stuff, and keep it moving. I am a living testament of you do not have to spend a crap ton of money on this game to get a lot of characters. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Let's just go through the showcase, all right? Like, hold on, wait. We'll do it like this. Batman Arkham Knight is the Beast. I look forward to playing that one. I'm really excited to play that one because I've never played it. But look at this. 5-star. 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 This is still one of the luckiest pulls I've ever done. 5-star. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. That one kind of counts, but, you know. 5-star. 5-star. Just got her the other day. Got her 2 times, one of which was a complete accident. I remember I got her and Ayaka in the same night. Same stream. Still can't believe that. Farina got her like the day she came out, and I think it was 10 pull. Like, it was a single 10 pull. And she was number 8. Like, we out here, bro. Got Nilu, wasn't even trying. Got Venti, wasn't even trying. Like, I am living testament that you do not have to spend a crap ton of money on this game in order to get a lot of really good characters. Like, actually really sitting here and looking at all the characters I have, knowing what I've done in this game, like, I'm kind of shocked. Not gonna lie. Like, bruh. Is there not a way where you can just keep them all by 5-star? Aw, that's sad. What is this even doing? Oh, wait, I see what it's doing. Okay. So, yeah. So, anyone out there who's watching that's trying to get into Genshin or considering getting back into Genshin and just had bad luck, hey, the only thing I really say is keep trying, because I had bad luck too, way back when I first started. Like, I didn't get shit, man. I didn't get shit. But number one, I didn't know how the payday system worked really well back then. I didn't have my Genshin mommies yet to help me understand the game. Once I understood how the game worked a lot better, then it got a little easier to kind of mitigate it a little bit. And then just knowing what I could do to get primos and stack them up, and just knowing how to stack them up for something that I really, really want, instead of blowing them on something that's like, I don't really need that, or, you know, it's a character I really don't care for, or anything. Another thing I will say too, for anybody who wants to get into it or wants to get back into it, don't pull for every character. Don't. Pull for characters that you actually like and give you something. So, for example, let me drink my monster right quick. I can go, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Like, you give me some really good ideas, Ayumi. I'm actually really enjoying talking about this. Let's do this. I can sit here and I can go over every 5-star that I pulled from the event banner and tell you why I went for them. Okay, Raiden Shogun, self-explanatory. She's the best character in the game. Like, she can literally do it all. The only thing she can't do is cook, and she's not great for exploration. That's it. Everything else, she's double S tier on DPS, sub-DPS, support, the whole fucking thing. So it's like, why would you not want to pull for her? Like, if you don't have her, when she runs, you need to try to get her, period. Ayaka, once I actually got a chance to play as her and really after I understood the game and how to actually make teams work, and then I got to do her test run, I saw how much of a monster she could be as a DPS in combat. Like, she's lightning fast with her sword skills and got really good cryo application, especially if you know how to use her dodge well. Not her dodge, her sprint well, her alternate sprint. And I also just really enjoy her as a character. I also enjoy Raiden as a character too. Like, I love both of them as actual characters, on top of their really good gameplay and really great for my team. So I was like, yeah, I had to have him. Kokomi, best healer in the game. Love her as a character. Great design. Like, everything checks off. I'm good. Navia, fantastic character. Like, God, her in the story would really just took me by surprise. So awesome. Love her design. She's a total badass, but also really cute too. And also has really good gameplay. So, hey, you can't really lose there. Eula, I wanted her, one, because she was so exclusive. Because they rarely run her banner. I mean rarely. That's like a running gag in the Genshin community, how rare it is that they run her. So it was like, I kind of just need to get her just because I don't know when I'll ever have a chance again. But then also, she's actually not a bad character to play as, too, if you work her right. The bad thing is she doesn't really do well with reactions because she's more of a physical damage person. But still, she's one of the faster Claymore wielders in the game. And I mean, just look at her on top of that. And I also do enjoy her character. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me go get her. Ganyu, I remember Ganyu was like, I think, one of the characters that when I really got a good feel for how the game works, I was like, oh, Ganyu's gonna be really good, because I realized she's like one of the better bow users, because her charge shots really can start getting crazy good damage, especially when you got the good artifacts, and her freaking burst is pretty outrageous. So I was like, you know what, yeah, let me get her, and she's still a single S tier. So I was like, yeah, let me go for her. But also, I do enjoy her as a character, great design, and she canon in the series canon is so thick that she literally choked a monster. So, like, that was trying to eat her. So, I mean, come on. Yelan, like, literally, basically the CIA of Liyue, but also really good character, really good gameplay, a great asset to any team, and also really good for exploration because she can run fast. So I was like, yep, you know what? Yeah, let's go for it. Hu Tao, little spoopy, misunderstood character. I feel that as a person who's been misunderstood a lot of my life, but also really good with gameplay too. And also, I just love the Chinese aesthetic with her very much. And she's a cute rapper too. So I was like, yep, nope, gotta have her. Wanderer, I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much went for him just because I really just wanted to have him mostly. But when he did come out, it was kind of at first I was like, I kind of want to get him just because I know who he is as far as lore goes. And, you know, I was like, new character, I kind of want to get him. But then once he came out and I got to do the test run and I saw how he played, that's what sealed it. Like, if not for that test run, I might not have tried to get him as hard. But once that came out, I was like, yeah, I gotta have it. I gotta have him. I love that. Like, go up in the air and just freaking shoot arrow, like freaking wind blades at people. Freaking Kagura from Inuyasha. Nahida, I pulled her because I knew that she was gonna be one of the better Jinro characters. And I think I had heard from one of my Genshin mamas who loves Nahida that she's a really good buff for your team, which I found out later that that's actually true. So, and then also she's an Archon. So that was another thing. I really wanted to get, at some point I want to get all the Archons. So I was like, oh, well, I gotta get her off rip because she's an Archon. Jinyan, I'm not gonna lie, I just wanted her because I thought how awesome it was that they actually incorporated Cloud Retainer into the game. Because I remember when they said there was rumors they were gonna do that, I was like, how are they gonna put a bird in the game? And then this happened. I was like, oh, that's how. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm with this. Great design. I mean, I was really blown away by how awesome she looks. But also, gameplay's not too bad either. Like, I can really dig it. And I'm still working on understanding how she plays completely, but I can already tell that when used the right way, and that sounds so wrong, but when used the right way, she could be a monster in combat, which is understandable. I mean, she's like one of the lead Adepti. So, plus she looks like Bayonetta. So, there's that too. Yai Miko, who is my first banner 5-star, I might add. I mean, I remember I wanted her because I really wanted a good, strong Electro user. This is before I got Raiden Shogun. And I knew she was really powerful, but also I really enjoy her as a character. Little badass, little funny, sly like a Kitsune should be. Great design. She runs a shrine. She runs a publishing company. I'm like, yo, she's a fucking boss. And she eats birds. Like that. So, yeah. I was like... But that was bad. I got her when I first was really starting to play the game. So I didn't know what I was doing back then. So that was more of I just wanted to get her. And I wanted a good Electro character. But as she got more involved into the story and I understood her as a character, I don't regret it. Granted, I didn't spend any money at all to get her. So no regrets there anyway. Shinha also wanted her because of how rare she gets ran. But honestly, with Shinha, I wasn't even trying to get her. Because when I got her when they ran Ayaka and Shinha at the same time. Like, they were the both banners at the time. I was going for Ayaka because she was the one that I knew I had to have. And I got her relatively quickly. I think it was like 30 or 40 wishes. And I had like a bunch of wishes left. I think I had another 40. And I was just like, you know what, chat? Fuck it. Let's just see what happens with Shinha. And I got her too. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Did I really get both banner characters on the same night? Yeah, that happened. So I'm actually just really proud of that. But I'm really happy I got her too because she's pretty cool. And a good character for me to have when I'm helping people out because she is a lower level for me. I'll hate him. Yes, I said that. I mostly pull him just because I really wanted to have the new character. I'm not gonna lie. I did like his design. Unfortunately, the more I got to know his character, the more I started to hate him. So, a slight regret with him, but I didn't spend any money for him, so it is what it is. And, yeah, I can say I have him. So, Farina, don't regret at all. I love her as a character, and the more the story went on, the more I just was, like, blown away with how good they did with her character and her development. So, by the time she came out, she was a must-pull. But then, on top of that, she actually ended up being a really cracked character on top of that. Like, boy, she's so good as if you put the work in for her, it's ridiculous what she's capable of. So, yeah, I'm really happy I got her, and I'm glad that I got her in only 10 pulls. Venti, mostly pulled him because I want to get all the Archons. And I was kind of surprised I didn't have him already at that point. So I was like, I had wishes to spare. I didn't have anything coming up soon that I absolutely had to get. So I was like, let me try to get Venti. And I got him. So yay, I got the first Archon. Let's go. Nilou, I actually did want Nilou strictly because her gameplay is okay. But I love the dancer aesthetic with her. I love how theatrical she could be. She's a really wholesome character. But also can stand up for herself when need be and can be really stern. But I just really like her as far as the story went. And I was like, yeah, no, we gotta have her. And that's it. That's all of the 5 stars. And that was all the reasons why I absolutely had to go for them. Or really wanted to go for them when they came out. And looking back, I can pretty much say I really don't regret doing any of it. I really don't. Alright, Monster Hunter would be a good crossover. Too bad they don't do any collabs. Are we talking about collabing with Batman or collabing with Genshin? Because isn't Aloy from Monster Hunter? I thought they did do that. Now, granted, that was way in the beginning times of Genshin. So, you know, you can't get her now. But I'm pretty sure, like, that's from Genshin. That's from not Hoyoverse. Fuck. That's from... Fuck. From Monster Hunter, right? I think they did do that. Okay. I know I promised Xiao Jinyu, so we're gonna do that first. But I also really want to do their chapters. Because we've been putting that off for a good minute. And I just realized I haven't done Nahida's story. I forgot about that. We really should get that done sooner or later. And we need to finish this one. So, ignore and replace the wolf on the round arena. I'm not sure what that means, to be perfectly honest with you. Alright, let's do this. I'm actually looking forward to this because it's been a while since we really got deep with the Adepti and Leela. It's been a long time, so I'm really excited about this. Also to see if any other Adepti make an appearance in the story. Like Ganyu or Shinha. Like, let's go. I'm excited for this.
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
Thank you, Paimon. Also, I forgot to tell y'all. So, y'all know I follow the voice actor for Paimon, Karina, on TikTok, and I gotta say they are very engaging with the fans on there. Like, they'll constantly make videos in response to like comments that people have put on there asking them questions and stuff like that, which I'm really honored about. I really love that. I really love that interaction. And they're just also a really cool person. Like, I really just enjoy seeing their shenanigans and everything. But, so I took a chance, and because I think I commented on one of their things, or a few of their things, and they actually liked my comments. So I was like, wow, they really be looking after this. Because like, I think I commented like 4 things in one day, and they liked all of them. I was like, huh. So I took a chance, and I commented on one of their more random posts, and asked them if I wanted to send them a funny Paimon clip, a funny thing that happened to me with Paimon in game. How would be the best way to go about it? And they said send it to them on Instagram. So I did that today, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna think about it. Like, I'm so hyped. Like, and then I just thought about it. They might even make a video about it. That would be so cool. But that just really made me excited that I got to interact with Paimon a little bit IRL. And I hope they really enjoy that clip.
Serves no purpose whatsoever.
I think they're going to a convention that's not too far from me either. I really need to try to look into the details of that and get with some of my friends to see if we're going to try to go. Because I would love to meet them. That would be really cool. Granted, I don't have any Paimon merch for them to sign, so I probably want to work on that. Actually, my homie Anjidu does do like Redbubble Genshin merch, so maybe I could get with them and be like, yo, could you make me something to have them sign that they would really think is cute and something they've never seen before? That'd be really cool. Excuse me. Oh yeah, this is where their domain is. Oh god, did it make that just made me die?
Right outside her place.
That cussy just made me die. Fuck.
Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything.
I remember that. Wow, that was so long ago, bro.
And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all.
Also, fucking forever ago. God, I don't think I was even streaming Genshin back then. Jeez.
We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Don't think we've ever seen her before. After I still have to read for the Traveler, but that's fine. If I have to just read for the Traveler, that I'm cool with. Because 1, she don't hardly talk anyway, and 2, it's better to do one character than 3, 4, 5.
Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
It seems like she could also be a powerful Adeptus.
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country.
This is the first time I got a good close-up look at her. Dang, I'm digging the lipstick. Yo. Like, yes.
Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly, Paimon?
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's got this.
I also love that since I watch Karina's stuff all the time,
Hello.
that I can almost picture them in the booth doing these lines. But they've done it sometimes on TikTok too, so I'm just like, it's pretty cool. I wonder if, well, yeah, it's probably an actual vision because Adepti aren't Archons, so yeah, they still would have to have a vision.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon, just say everything in a nice, even tone.
Paimon doesn't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
That's better.
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has this shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
It is a little odd to hear her talk without like the added effects when she's in her actual Adeptus form, but I can get used to it.
Wait, you're...
Cloud Retainer?
Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human. How did that happen?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So tsundere about it.
So, you're indulging now because...
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
Valid.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
It feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them too openly. I almost forgot. Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Okay, listen, I try not to go completely lewd all the time, but listen, I gotta point this out. The booba go crazy, bruh. God damn. Like, just with her breathing, it's wow.
Well...
Ooh, backless dress. Girl. Get it.
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Cloud Retainer said that she's going to visit some of her disciples.
Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
Yes, I get to see my girls. Let's go.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again.
We gonna go see that Coco Gold. Yes. I'm sorry, I do love Ganyu. Like, even though I had to replace her on my main team when I finally got Ayaka, I do love Ganyu, and that's why I made sure to make use of her in the other Spiral Abyss team, because I couldn't stop playing as Ganyu completely. No. Not to mention, I still pull her out when I really need a bow user. She's still my go-to, cause I'm a little spoiled on her. No other bow user really can do it for me like Ganyu.
However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
No reason in particular.
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so?
It is so.
If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yue High Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
She's always working.
Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor.
God, it feels kind of nostalgic going back and doing stuff in Liyue, like an actual quest.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one tell in the number of times she returns to Mount Aocang each year. Shenoha has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Ah, them saying oneself. Ah, I missed that. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, I almost triggered a Whopper Flower. Okay, now the reason why I was just walking for that was because typically during the story quest, like the character in which the story quest is for will start having a conversation to kind of catch you up on where they've been in as far as since the last time we saw them. So I didn't want to interrupt that. But now we can go ahead and move forward. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I forget how much I enjoy the story quests. I really should try to start getting those done more. I mean, nothing else, they're also good for Primo Gems. Oh god. I hope it didn't have me die. The last time it didn't.
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this?
I don't know.
Guess we have no idea if Shenoha and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
She's back there.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time.
That's fair. And yes, that's exactly what she would do.
One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Damn.
Bruh.
Busted.
Oh, busted.
Is that lady someone you know, Ms. Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
Oh, not to worry, Ms. Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Thank you, Huixin.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
Okay, she has done this before. Okay.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply A mere mortal passerby.
Nah. See, the way you speak, you can't. Nah, like we could possibly assume that you are another adeptus because you're speaking like that, but your voice also gives it away. Like you can hang that up, Cloud Retainer.
Seems she's not buying it.
God, you saw right through her.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Ganya looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I used to see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is?
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important. Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body.
She's such a mom.
Still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are
And
now,
mentor.
respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Oh, that's the mom. Oh my god, that's so cute. I actually love seeing this side of Cloud Retainer. This is great.
Cloud Retainer, stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
That's some of your recent adventures with Ganyu.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Uehai Pavilion. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
Yeah.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but that famous?
Hi, Mon.
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Shenyun, okay.
Shenyun?
Ah, I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
That's totally what Paimon had in mind.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts.
I figured she was powerful too, but yeah, like that's definitely adding some. Like I knew she was definitely powerful and a force to be reckoned with, but I didn't think she was that powerful.
It is said that once, a long, long time ago, There was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
Wow. That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely with one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
Honey, you have no idea. Humanity kind of crazy like that.
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a lot of questions.
Not that many.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
She works at the restaurant? Oh, I gotta see this.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you later, girlfriend. Can't wait till the next time we go to the Spiral Abyss.
See you around, Ganyu! Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were just looking to cut the conversation short and not take too much of Ganyu's time. Is Paimon right?
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One is indeed visiting Liyue Harbor for an important purpose.
Wait, for real?
The moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
Huh. She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
Possibly. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and get these silk flowers, because never get enough of them. Hey, what's up, Madam Ping? How you doing? I wonder, is Ganyu still over there? Nope, she gone. Alright, back to business. I can just make it over the water. Hate it.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Her booba go crazy too. It's just covered up by that one little cloth right there.
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, eh?
Oh, I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her?
Oh, y'all, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You do it. No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
It's been a while, Shinha.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyun.
Master?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You...
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon, are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Oh, that's boss.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
I'm gonna buy some food from you before we leave. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now.
If you bump into her,
Oh.
please let her know that a new shipment of spices has come in. So it'd be nice if she could come home and take a look.
Oh, wait. Oh, I can't buy anything right now.
Rio's really got a lot going for it.
Oop, sorry. I don't think I bought this before.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human.
Agreed.
Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Bruh.
Oh, how should Paimon put this?
Sounds reasonable enough?
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Just as expected of Master.
What she means to say is she actually misses the two of you a lot.
I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Whoa. Her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Yo, we getting all this backstory about Cloud Retainer. Let's get it.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter, please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh. What kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Huh?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it.
What
It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day. Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events.
Dang.
Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without spectators, after all?
Got a point.
Have you been lonely, Master?
Yes.
Lonely? Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
You are on such bullshit right now.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
Both. Both is good.
To me, they are both, Master. One is the master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the master that I respect and adore.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of how I feel about Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yet again, with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence for any extended period of time. One would almost question the sincerity of your estimations. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple? And it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Are you really surprised by this, Paimon?
Do you have any empty tables?
Oh, time for her heading back to work.
Could we get another fish stew? I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
As more and more guests begin to trickle in, Paimon takes the opportunity to order a whole array of delicious.
So much yummy
The eyes!
Paimon's gonna feast!
Is the food to your taste, Cloud Retainer?
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Everything's so tasty. A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Oh no.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny? But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here? My poor legs can't go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Yo!
Okay, I'll ask around.
Come join us! We have 2 seats.
Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so...
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
I don't mind either, as long as you don't mind our chatter.
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny, Yuendai.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong with that?
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears.
Oh, she knows her.
Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you. I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm. No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu.
That was a good stretch.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird.
Ugh.
People actually eat them.
Oh, God. It can't hurt to ask.
Right, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help?
Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse.
Oh, God, dementia.
She's always
That's
saying things that sound kind of
always horrible.
Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning.
What about your parents?
They died young. It's just me and Granny now.
Oh. Dang it, Hoyoverse with the feels again.
But it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got.
Wow, you're really tough for your age, kid.
You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again?
If I didn't know better... No. That can't be Anjidu. I'm pretty sure she would say something if she got any role in Genshin Impact. Nah.
I remember now. It was a dream.
It sounds like her when she's playing the mentor character
Someone was
in
standing in front of
Nekapara.
me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Good catch.
You're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now. My younger self.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave the situation to me.
Are you sure? So, what are your names? Paimon's Paimon.
I'm the traveler.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back? Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
We're just curious about your situation and want to help if we can.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this granny? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
I'm gonna guess no.
Why, of course I do. The heavens above.
Huh?
The earth below.
What?
The wispy clouds.
Eh?
And the emerald mountain streams.
Okay, taking that as a no. I might have an idea. Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something. A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinto knows tons
Yo!
about traditions. If anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's go find him at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Yes!
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Nice that she's actually saying I have matters instead of one has matters.
Streetward Rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Alright, y'all take it easy. Can I order now?
This is one of our busiest periods in the year. Things should calm down a little in another few days. I sure am glad to have Shenhe now. There's no way I'd have been able to cope this year all by myself.
I want to order things! Okay, I guess I can't order right now. Why would it tell me to go up those stairs and then go around? I can just go straight across. What up, homeboy? One of my throwback DPSs.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here?
Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
He's playing a situation to Shincho.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure.
That's fine. Anything is helpful and appreciated.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits and bandit camps. The people idolized her, but never learned her name. All they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength.
Interesting.
After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Shincho. We knew it'd be worth talking to you.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait, Shincho, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of three places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Qingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those three places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her.
Thanks so much, Shincho. You were a huge help.
You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely ill. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something. There's probably far more to the story than what's been written.
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any work of fiction.
Possibly.
Feels like we just learned so much from Shincho. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion. Wait, why does the story sound super familiar?
Cloud Retainer?
Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too! Shincho, are droughts super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
Damn.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return. Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Only the strongest of Adepti could hope to dispel the ruin and devastation. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Yanyan and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it.
I hope that's what actually is going on.
See you some other time, Xingqiu. Thank you so much for your help.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
Alright, we're gonna take a small break from the story just to go and do something a little more lively. That being, well, let me make sure I actually have its resin first. I do. We are gonna go and work on getting some more artifacts. I'm thinking I want to try. Well, no, because yeah, no, never mind. Because that one you only get, you can get you can get 2 types. Well, really, it's the same for here too, actually. I've done this one a lot lately. No, let's try to hook Ayaka up. Let's do this.
Shine down! Incinerate! Wreck of the flame! Inazuma shines eternal! Motion to compel! It's time for your arraignment! Incinerate!
Got him.
Hold the line.
You see, when I came in here, I was hesitant to go in there because I was like, oh, it's going to be more difficult. But no, it's not that bad. Damn. And give me no freaking, whatchamacallit.
There is no escape from doom! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Got him. She makes it too easy now. There's one. It's a flower, but, you know. Woo!
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Got him.
Allow me.
The system is so good. Let them two run amok. Kokomi heals him up after the fight's done. Ooh, nice. I should start looking at these artifacts to see what I got. Whoa. No! That does it. Revenge! You killed my fire lawyer! You must die!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Yes, it does, Raiden. Yes, it does. Punk asses. I don't know who the hell you think y'all are killing my fire lawyer. Fuck wrong with you? You got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. Feather and a flower. Okay, well. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more of the... What do you call those things? The crystal flies. I was like, who need healing? Oh, Kokomi does, ironically. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting crystal flies. Did I miss one somewhere? I think I did. Must have spooked one of them. It'll reset. Now moving on to the ones that are really a pain in the butt. Got him. Those are always like the hardest ones to get because you've got like a second before they start taking off. Oh shit, there's another one over here. To Papa. Gotcha. got you, boo. Thank you. Wait a second. Alright, those are those. Okay, I see where I'm at. Took me a second, because I came in an area I normally don't. That sounded dirty. It was totally on accident, though. I wonder why the crystal flies hanging around all these grapevines. Got it. Got it. Right, go back over here. Alright, which one of you did I miss? One of you got away. There you are. Gotcha. You thought you were going to escape? You're hilarious. Alright, now back to this. Just had to take a small breather so you gotta fall asleep on me.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you. Straightward, Ping, what has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter.
Stretch.
I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Clavitainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Wow, we just loaded in. I saw that.
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Is she trying? Oh, she's trying to move.
Shinto has a theory, but let's save it for when Chuyu and Miss Yundai have joined up with us again.
I just got tongue-tied.
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Chuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny? According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianhe. Maybe that's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Seemed like the stories were right, or were on the right track. We should probably pay a visit to those 3 places mentioned in the books. I'm gonna go with the first one.
I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature and at peace.
Is that so?
Yo, what's up, gamer? How was your birthday?
There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Let's rest here for a little while then.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Sure thing. What would you like to know?
I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Please be mindful of your...
What's wrong, Shiryu?
I feel like she knows already.
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant.
Oh, well, I guess she does know about that at least.
Adepti in disguise?
Oh! About that.
Cool. Well, I hope you had a good time. Man, pizza sounds good right now. Now I'm sad because I cannot get pizza right now. Oh well. Why do you say that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an Adeptus.
Must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Shiryu here what you really meant by that.
Oh, I can't wait to see her talk away at it.
An Adeptus.
She just went and admitted it. Okay.
I knew it.
You don't sound surprised at all.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane.
Bruh.
I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already...
Also, this art style is really good.
I was gone. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus.
Oh, come on. Come on, Cloud Retainer. You gotta tell her.
Illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue
Oh.
and white and black and brown.
Wait, okay, maybe it's not Cloud
Have you
Retainer.
ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an Adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories. I'm really grateful for all your help.
Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first.
Okay, I'll go get Granny.
I wonder what we're gonna find there. Dang, I was hoping they were gonna say it actually was Cloud Retainer. Okay, now another thing is I just saw a bush in the background of that cutscene that had there it is. I was like, give me them silk flowers. Give me that shit. That one too. Whoa, God. Uh-oh. Well, you know what? We gotta teleport anyway, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to get out of that.
Wangshu Inn. Shu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock.
Huh?
I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with.
Oh, okay, it's starting to get a little interesting. Yo, she actually is the heroine they were talking about? That'd be crazy.
I'm having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Wait, huh? Shao, what are you doing here all of a sudden? You scared the living daylights out of Paimon!
I was wondering if we were gonna see Shao. Where's Spirit? Bruh! Where is Spirit? Oh, no. Oh, that's messed up. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I normally would not do this. Like, you know, she's busy for whatever reason. I would just not ever say anything. But, like, no, I need to see where she's at. Nah, that's her boy. She need to be here for this. Where is she at? Hold up. Like, I could not allow myself to continue that cutscene without seeing where Spirit is at. Hold on. I'm messaging her right now. But I at least have to give her a chance to get here.
If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern. It's been a while.
You're in the chat. Yeah, I see her too. So I was like, let me message her to see if I can get her attention. You've met her in this form before?
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war?
I also see Aurora in there lurking. What's up, homie?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
It's the Trek!
No!
Bernie!
It's not always as ostentatious as you describe.
Oh my god, Bernie!
Leave no cock behind.
I made infinite cock.
Okay, now you can close the truck. All the cock has been safely exposed.
Bernie, do you have Oni circled?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
We've successfully extracted all the cock.
That was an old clip.
A cloud retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago, when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Huh? No. We need to know. No.
Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling...
Oh, Spirit missed it.
I trust you are in good hands.
Sad.
Everyone! I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, Calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
A long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Shinto said was true! You did fall ill! Was that why you went into hiding?
Don't overdo it, Paimon.
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea.
Oh, I like her look back then. Look at that.
He told me that the pills were concocted using Adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
So the dementia you're suffering from now is actually...
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only I wasn't so useless.
Don't say that.
Hey, you're not useless.
You're trying to work around dementia or some form of something similar to it. That is no easy feat.
How could you say that about yourself?
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process.
Mm-hmm.
Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Yeah.
Next location. Oh, why don't we go to the area north of Dwayunkars next? There isn't really a landmark there, so where should we start? Oh, Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
Right, so we are not too far out, but far enough to where I'd probably rather just teleport. Starting with... Yeah, we'll work our way outward. I was gonna say work our way inward, but nah, I'd rather work our way outward. Alright, now I'm gonna tell you right now, little beastie over there. I'm giving you warning. Don't mess with me. You don't want any of this. If you aggro to me, you die. So I suggest you leave me alone and let me go about my business. I would hate to knock your ass out, but I'll do it if I have to. Fuck around and find out. Let you bear witness to the power of my mighty sword of the titty. Always be careful pulling out sweet flowers, 'cause you never know. What about this place? Any memories?
I don't remember this place at all. I don't think I've ever been here before. Still, I was thinking, this place feels perfect for a game of hide and seek.
What?
Why a game of hide and seek?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I used to play that game a lot with Shuyu when she was younger.
I don't remember playing it that much. Are you sure about that, Granny? We only played a few times, and we stopped once we realized I was no good at the whole seeking part.
Ah, is that so? Then I must be mistaken.
Not here then. Let's try somewhere else.
Alright, the next one over is this one. Yeah, we can climb that wall. That's not too bad. Oh shit, you know what? I just realized I never gave you a shout out today, Matt. Holy fuck. Make sure y'all following our Say So Pegasus VTuber and mod, Matt and Nettie. Playing some Monster Hunter! That's why we were just talking about that earlier.
Does Stroller really?
I completely forgot about that. Why did you remind me, Matt? You silly.
Silly boss, you don't eat Pegasi, you give them hugs and cuddles. We're not meant for eating.
Completely slipped my mind. I feel bad now. Dang. Yeah, my bad about that, bro.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place. It's...
I think we found a winner.
Did you remember something, Granny?
Yo, give her a second.
I remember. Shuyu. This is where your father was born.
Whoa.
It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
No worries. Also, first time I showed that clip, that was from the Dweller fight in Sea of Stars. Likes to eat you and spit you out, so I made a joke saying silly boss. Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, I was like, I didn't recognize that clip, so yeah, that was the first time for that one.
Sin? Oath?
But thank you for that. I still feel bad, but I appreciate you saying no worries.
No, I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Shuyu. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? Just what did I do?
I don't care what you might have done, Granny. You'll always be the person I
This
love more
is.
than anything.
Now I'm starting to get a little concerned.
Shuyu, I'm lucky to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here, to try to remember what I had forgotten. All right, let's not stand around any longer. There's one place left, yes? Let's go take a look.
All right, Granny, you got it.
Calls correctly. The next place should be Qingyu Peak. Yuandai, how fares your health?
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Climb on, I shall carry you to the top. Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything. My only wish is to depart this world with a lucid mind, to free myself of this torment and the burden it places upon others.
Fret not, you have my aid in this endeavor.
You put my reaction to the big raid I had, which was 22 views, left me in awe and astonishment. Not to mention I was able to get 2,800 bits donated to me in stream and meet my night. That's awesome. Oh, look what we have here. A ruin hunter. I'm gonna give you the same warning I gave that other little Bishop earlier. Leave me alone. I'm here to tell you right now. Mess with me, it's not gonna go well for you. I'd hate for you to fuck around and find out. I was gonna teleport after they finished talking, but hell, we already almost there. We might as well go ahead and just keep going. Sometimes it's nice to just... Sometimes it's nice to explore on here the hard way, or the long way. Sometimes. I like it, especially because it reminds me of how far I've come in this game. Where when once that used to be an arduous task, now it's not so bad. I saw 3 sweet flowers a moment ago. Wait, what's... Interesting. Oh yeah, here they are. Alright, both of them are real. Oh yeah, you know what? Navia could probably do this a lot easier now.
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Coming at ya. This one's got your name on it.
Shit, I missed. Got it.
Oh, what a stroke of good luck.
Wow. Yo, that's cool. I just realized I never finished this, the Fontaine, when it's like, I think I was waiting to find another Fontanian, and it's like, bruh, I literally have one right here. Oh wait, no, even better, I have one right here. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
A little extra training never hurts.
We gotta start building her. Yeah, this is a pretty good group. We got Geo, we got Anemo, we got Hydro, and we got Pyro. Yo, yeah, we gonna work on that. Oh wait, right, I need to change back. That team is not built enough to be traveling around with. We get into a fight, we will have a problem. We would have a whole heckameckin' problem. The only one that's actually at the proper level is Navia. Because I don't think Farini is even all the way up to level 90 yet. Nope, not even close. Although we can level her up some more now, though, actually.
I'm really not accustomed to using a vision. Oh, why don't you teach me? I nearly forgot. You've never used a vision either.
We have plenty of friends that do, though. Hydro 2+. What is this? Oh, God. I fucking hate fighting that thing. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, while we're on the subject, let's go ahead and level up Shivers right quick. I also want to level up Charlotte, too.
Oh, what a strange and wonderful feeling! I've got to write this down for my records.
Interesting. Damn, I might be able to level her up all the way up to 90 pretty soon. Keep that in mind. Okay. Ooh, I gotta use the bathroom. So you know what? We're gonna take a second. I'm gonna pause. And I'm going to take a bathroom break because I actually really need to pee. And we will be right back in just a moment, y'all. Yo, we are back, everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to do better with that. Like, that's one thing I'm really trying to do better just in general, especially when I'm at work, where it's like, you know, with work, I try to hold it a little bit more just because I do drive for work. So, like, I have to be kind of careful. Like, I have to try to, I must be careful, I have to try to plan out when I'm going to use the bathroom. But I'm trying to do better with, you know, if I don't have to hold it, to not hold it, because I am learning now that that's actually not good for you, to hold it all the time like that. And like I said, of course there are times where you really have to, because you're just not anywhere near a bathroom or something like that. But, like, and I'm so used to having to hold it like when I'm at work, because I'm driving and I'm nowhere near a place where I can stop and use the actual restroom. But I'm sitting here like, wait, I'm at home. There's a bathroom right next to my bedroom. There's no excuse for me to be holding it right now when I know I gotta go. So I'm like, get my butt up and go. Huh, that's a rare sight. Seeing an Eye of the Storm that's out and about. Usually you only see those these days whenever it's part of a, what do you call it? A daily commission. Huh. Hold on. Oh, let me guess. So that's something where I have to put something down on that in order to trigger it, but I gotta, yeah, okay. That's something that I either need to do co-op, or I would need to get like the Geo Traveler, or whenever I unlock Zhongli. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I'm gonna mark that on my map actually though. On like, what the fuck is this? I'm so glad I figured out that you can actually name the pins. Even though I feel stupid also because that's something that you apparently have been able to do 5 ever and I just didn't know.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny One-Day?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here before?
Take your time.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then?
We can't expect them to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Uendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember.
I need to get a new rug for over there in Hills area.
What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsang? Looks like we've come full circle.
Right?
Mount Outsang. Mount Outsang.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsang,
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
This ought to be
It does,
interesting.
But I can't go back.
Aww.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Cloud, Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
Wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
I'm just trying to figure out when the hell did you have time to do that? You've been with us this whole time. I love these. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of Death Egg Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Come on, just tell Paimon already. What's this thing you've prepared?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the Suspensus Somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state. Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, its potential uses are numerous indeed. And of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Interesting.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved Paimon a lot of floating.
You're floating, Paimon!
How preposterous. Had Yuendai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
That vibrating I'm hearing. I think it's something outside, but...
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
And you, Yuendai, is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come, join one on this side. We shall give her some time to herself.
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
He is the warrior.
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew, perfectly straddled betwixt the realms of heaven and
This is
earth.
the dream she had.
This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left.
Wait.
The you of the past, the me from not that long ago. We should have never.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
I knew it.
I now remember everything.
She was looking at her too strong when they was at the restaurant.
Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions. Perhaps one should recount the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen.
Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened in the past doesn't matter. I love you more than anything. Nothing you say can change that.
I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Oh shit.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Dwayne Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
Sorry, I had to do a bunch of stuff and just now finished. Also, no sound. What do you mean, no sound? Huh? Spirit, what do you mean, no sound? Please tell me you're kidding. Oh God. I was about to freak. Oh my God. Oh, but no, you're good, Spirit. I totally understand. I figured you had to have been doing something on your end. Especially since I mentioned that Zhao was on screen earlier. So no, it's all good. During the drought that struck Leela?
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds.
From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus.
Yeah, it's a story quest, so thank God they're voiced.
No ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
But you never turned back into a crane.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I...
Oh no, what happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode.
Wow.
I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
So that's why the nameless heroine hid herself away.
But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Granny! What's wrong?
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? No, it couldn't be. Master, don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a
that was the hide-and-seek reference.
Ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Yo, what's up, Silver? Thank you for coming to the stream. Yeah, happy Friday and Saturday to you too, and happy Black History Month. That's right. Things are going all right. I was a little depressed to espresso earlier today, but I'm back up. You know, doing my best. Lurking while you're working on a promo. Nice, nice, nice. Yes, I just am trying to figure out what clips I want to use. Thank you for shouting out, Silver. Y'all, make sure you follow Silver, one of the sweetest people you will ever meet on this streaming platform.
I don't even, okay.
Tier 100.
Okay.
So thank you, Silver. I will definitely get with you as soon as I can. I just need to figure out what clips I want to use, or we can even go over all the ones I have, and you can tell me which ones you think will be good. Yeah.
Oh, wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Yes, please. Pre-render? Oh! Follow the memories to find the truth.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
Oh, snap. Ooh, that's cool. Interesting. Now I get to see her in true action. I'm looking forward to this. So one thing I do love about the story events is that you get to play as the character and really get to see a little bit more of what they got going on, because they give you like level 90 and they give you their actual best weapon on top of that. You can really see what they're cooking with.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out.
Is this how she came up with this look?
As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition.
That would explain why they was kind of playing up with how other characters were able to recognize it, but only like her disciples could.
One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
Wow. Man, Homeverse has really been doing it up with the stories, man. These have been getting so deep. Making you feel something. they brought that back. Let's go. Guess I gotta jump for it. Ooh. I fucked that up.
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable, even considering your loss of memory. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with Adepto blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night.
Whoa. Damn. So is this okay? So we're actually doing that moment in history right now. Okay. I love that move. Oh yeah, I can definitely see how when she gets built up, she could be something crazy.
Would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
Man, this is heavy.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
One had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Right click. All right. Is this interesting how they built this? Where I mean, clearly this is part of Liyue Harbor. Can I go this way? No. Okay, so we're supposed to go this way. Okay. This is literally Liyue Harbor, bro.
Just as Yuendai troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring.
So it was Cloud Retainer.
However, that as a crane, Yuandai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognized the essence of her being. Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
Wow. I do enjoy it when like the pieces all come together for these stories.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, Yuandai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin restaurant.
I'm about to say, it's like, so really you knew the whole time and you had us go through this wild goose chase? But at the same time, like she said earlier, you know, a person has to want to help themselves before they'll intervene. So I was like, you know what? Okay, so in that case, I totally get it. Like, if she didn't have the resolve, then there would have been no point.
One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Indeed, one wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still,
that was
one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another.
Okay, I see. That's another good reason.
Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago,
I was about to say,
you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable.
I was about to say,
one may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection of your own effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
That's what I want to know.
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Is there no other way?
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Granny, please don't leave, okay?
No, don't do this to me, Hoyoverse.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind. Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
Oh my god. Oh, Cloud Retainer, please tell me you're gonna look after this child. Please. Please.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Yeah, man, I'm about to start crying.
Good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsung. Granny will train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound?
Good.
I'm about to cry.
Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday.
And that's reminding her about her brother.
I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Bruh.
You.
I didn't sign up for this today.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event.
Hell, at any age, that's a natural fitting response to such an event. I'd cry about that now.
Part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery.
Facts.
Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
But what are we gonna do about the kid? Wait. No way. Ain't no way. Not that quick. Oh, shit.
I always believed we would see
situation would finally end. And all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way forever.
Oh, bruh. Fuck you, Hoyoverse! Why you doing this to me?
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Grilled chicken drumsticks. Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh. Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus? Could I, ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean... Master.
Shuyu, are you sure about this? Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chin-chin and violet grass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy Wanmin Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outsang?
Is that why you took on this human form?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuandai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret.
I mean, it's not like we don't do it already for other Archons.
Start seeing you in the city.
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The earnings should provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Chuhu Rock. 'Tis no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
Fucking facts, bro. I'm already broke again from getting ready for this wedding.
Like you've really thought of everything. Then how about we meet up in Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan. See you then. Oh, also, why don't you take this suspense somnium mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to its melodies. It might help you find a new perspective.
Awesome! Thanks, Cloud Retainer! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild? It's totally up to you.
Alright, so before I even do anything else, clap that up. That was such a great story. Like, I really feel like one of the best story quests we've had. Like, it's right up there with, like, Raiden Shogun's story quest and everything. It really had some meaning to it. Like, man.
So, about your move to Liyue Harbor, you gonna tell the other Adepti about it?
I have left an explanatory note in my abode. Those 2 old fossils will discover it, I am sure, should they come seeking my company. Considering their recent penchant for going off on private escapades, however, I find myself caring little for how they shall receive this news.
Fair enough. Alright, so we need to go to Liyue Harbor to talk to Ching Cho. I just don't remember where the fuck he is. So that's gonna be fun. You know, no, let's be Yinfei right now. Be in her home country. Where did we see Shincho earlier? I cannot remember. I don't think it was back here. At least it should be easy enough to spot if I just keep an eye open. Ah!
again, dear friends. How did everything go?
Great! And it's all thanks to you!
Go over the whole story with Shincho.
Ah, I see. So the stories didn't get it right after all. Even though she was a celebrated heroine, she had to bear a heavy burden that most could not hope to understand. Thank goodness for the help of that Adeptus. At least she was able to recover what she had lost. Although I cannot claim to know exactly how their story will unfold from here, I trust the ending will be a happy one. Those united in a common purpose always find a way back to each other in the end. Thank you for helping me fill in the gaps. And don't worry, I'll keep this all to myself. It's not my story to tell, after all.
Good boy. Sweet. Alright. Well, nothing else to do but skip ahead 2 days.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Yenfei. Absolute facts.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clow. Miss Shenyan, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred years?
Indeed.
Way to out yourself.
They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity.
Oh God, I am enjoying her.
Decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer, then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Once again, a missed opportunity to use Yenfei. She literally says when you get treasures all the time, let's appraise the value on this. God damn it!
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Hello!
Oh, she got a new dress. Look at that.
You got a new outfit! It looks great on you.
Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I like it too.
It's really just a palette swap, actually, of the colors, but you know.
How to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could not look yet, Master? Yeah, that'd be great.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is! Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Wait.
This is Mr.
Okay, actually, alright. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques.
Okay, never mind. This is like literally the only character that will be better than Yanfei for this. Never mind. I take it back. We're good.
Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
If it isn't Miss Shenyun. It has
It's been a while since we had Zhongli in a cutscene.
What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you two are already acquainted?
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shenyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
This is so cute. I ship it. I ship it, and of course, this is it actually makes perfect fucking sense.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean, you never know.
Bruh, okay. While normally I would understand your concern with that, like, Jin Yoon aside, this is Zhongli we're talking about. Like, do you, like, think about it. Like, do you yourself was just talking about the kind of reputation he has in Liyue. Do you think he would risk fucking that up to swindle somebody? Because the moment that got out, he'd be screwed forever. Like, come on now. Like, in normal circumstances, yes, I totally understand. But with Zhongli, bruh. Like, he literally has all of the highest people of Liyue rolling with him. Let me shut up.
Huh! A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
That also true too. Like, now granted, I know he doesn't know that Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis or Morax, who is like, you know, all about the contracts and order. You know, at the same time, I'm pretty sure Zhongli himself, in a mortal stance, has a reputation for being all about contracts and order. So I'm sure anybody could say that, oh, no. Zhongli is all about making sure the contracts and order are represented. So anything that is considered against the law or not refutable or anything like that is beyond him.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Shenyun, wait!
You better stop fucking around with them and sell or buy.
I apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion.
Funny, a few moments ago you sounded completely different about that, but you know.
Then, in that case, Miss Shenyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
Wait, isn't that the bank ran by the... Oh boy.
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Zhongli!
My friends, have you been doing well?
I'm hungry.
Great! How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant.
My days have been quite pleasant as well. I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services.
At least you're out here trying to make some money.
As for you, Miss Shenyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I love how they have Shiyu over there in the background working on moving.
Exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but... Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous stays were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded, what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together? One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Dang.
Huh! Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, Mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consomme. We shall enjoy the lot.
Ama's gonna be
One
happy.
has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Just when I thought that this story wouldn't get even better, it just got that much better that quickly. Thank you so much, Cloud Retainer.
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li. He is,
Yeah, how are you gonna explain that?
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral
There you go.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I keep forgetting he's also a part of the funeral parlor, so he works under Hu Tao. I keep forgetting about that.
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
You can fly. You should be the fastest. Yes, that was awesome. That was awesome. Really good story quest. And it honestly reminded me why I enjoy the story quest so much. They might take a little bit of time to really get started, but man, once they get there, it's so good. It's so good. So that was pretty awesome. Oh wait, maybe I can finally now actually buy some food. Hold on. Where's the restaurant? My bad, bro. But even though I only wanted to get food because we were doing the thing, I still really wanted to actually do it. I was like determined to be able to come back here and buy stuff. So, oh, we got a new recipe. I'll get that. I love how I'm buying all this stuff that's barely even putting a dent into my Mora. I don't need to buy those.
I think I may have overeaten.
May have overeaten. That was funny. I got a couple of single standard pools, so I was like, go ahead and bump those. Oh, 4-star. What's this? Yo, what's up, sweeties? Thank you for coming to the stream. How are you? How is it going, love? Let me give you a shotty right quick. Because I'm not sure if my mod's still here. Y'all, make sure you're checking out the homie sweets.
Ready? I feel like something's gonna pop out at me, I swear to God. Yeah, what
That's a good clip.
Where? I don't know. Is that a... I'm so confused. Where'd he go? He hit me. Fuck it. Where'd you... Fuck. That's a... What?
I'm glad you're feeling better today. I sure hope so.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. The memories of Outlast. I know, right? Like, when you just go back in time and look at all the things you did in the past with streaming. But yeah, I hope you're feeling much better today, hun. Now, make sure you're checking out VT Sweets. An absolutely awesome streamer. Very talented. She's a lot of fun. She is a cyberpunk cat girl fixer VTuber. And it's going to be soon celebrating their birthday and be doing a big event, which we're really excited for. So you may even see yours truly on there, possibly. I'm glad. I'm really glad you're doing better. You know, I'll be thinking about all the homies, so I'm really happy to hear that. And also remember, if you ever need to talk or anything like that, or just wanting to have someone to chat with, just to kind of get your mind off things, holla at your boy. I got you. Shit, what was I about to do? There was something I was about to do and I can't. Oh, I know one thing I gotta do actually.
Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yes, hearts to you. It's going good. It's going good. We did Jin Yoon's story because we just finished it. It was really good. It took a little while for it to get really started, as a lot of story quests do, but boy, once it got there, it was really good. Like, I super enjoyed it. So, oh wait, hold on, wait. No, I already went to the shop. There was something else I was about to do, and I can't remember now. Oh my god. Okay, well, it's fine. Oh, that's what it was. This.
Not bad. I feel my aim getting steadier by the minute.
Alright, which boss is this? Millennium Pearl Seahorses. Huh. Alright, well, we'll have to figure out what that is and deal with that in the near future. I give you a weapon? No, I did not. So, let me do this. No, go back in there. Which one am I gonna give her? Let me see. Is that... I guess I could give her this one. But I'm inclined to give her this one. Or this one. I don't know. I'm really not sure. Huh. I'm surprised I don't have the Dragon Roar one that I built up on here. Where did it go? Interesting. Let's see. You know what? Put the catch on it for now. Fuck it. It's all good. I still don't think that was what I was actually about to do. I really feel like there was something else I was gonna do, and I just can't remember what it was. Oh, it's gonna bother me so much now. You hate to see it. What the fuck could it have been? I know it wasn't in events. It wasn't any of that. I already bought all the wishes I could buy right now. Right? Yeah, I did that. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Oh, wait. Hold up. Did I do this? I did do that. Okay, so it wasn't that either. But yeah, I don't know what the hell I was gonna do. I think I was thinking about this, and then I already did it. So it just kind of glazed over my mind. I'm pretty sure it's what happened. Alright, so yeah, no, we're good. So now let's go ahead and teleport out and get ready to wrap up for the night, because that was everything I really wanted to do tonight. I just really wanted to do Cloud Retainer's story. Wait, no. Wait, there is one more thing I wanted to do. I remember now. Okay, wait, I got it. Hold on. There was actually one more thing I wanted to do, and that was... that. And that. There we go. That was it. I remember now. Because I was going to go and do some mining to get the last little bit to get to the next level on my battle pass. But then I did the condensed resin, and that gave me enough for that. So I didn't have to do that, actually. So the final thing I'm going to do is I just want to see if I can make another weapon. Did I hear one more thing? One more thing! What's up, Ghost? Thank you for coming to the stream. Good to see you. Aw, man, you missed it. We just finished Jin Yoon's story quest, and it was really good. Took a little while for it to get really started, like most of them do. But once it got there, it really, really did a good job. So yeah, it was good. It was good. And go ahead and get out of here. What I really liked was a lot of the cameos from different characters that showed up in there. Like, they had a lot of really good cameos from characters, some of which definitely made sense or were expected. Some of them, not so much. Some of them I was really surprised to see them in there. But yeah, it was good. It was really good. So, but hey, that's all right. The VOD will be on there for those who do want to go back and watch it later. And of course, it'll be on Twitch for 2 weeks, and it'll be on YouTube indefinitely. So, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to raid and get on up out of here. I thank you all for coming to hang out. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. My pleasure. It's always great to be here with y'all. Absolutely. So I already made up my mind on who I was going to raid, and she's still on. So we are going to indeed still raid her. And oh man, an ad break started right now. Are you fucking me right quick? Okay, damn. I guess some of y'all may not be able to see it. I'm sorry. But anyway, we're gonna be raiding my homie Yuki, who is doing some art right now.
Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, it's Otter. Oh. Otter, Celeste, Dubcoon, Snorgy. Oh my god, Snorgy. Freaking love Snorgy. Either Uggle, or I guess I call him Oogie now. And Usagi. Oh, it's time.
Yes, Yuki is a very, very dear friend of mine. I mentioned earlier how I met a lot of friends from, you know, going to see who all was playing Sonic Adventure 2 on stream, and that's actually how we met. We actually recently did a race to see who could beat the game the fastest, to kind of go back to that, and that was really awesome. And she is currently doing some art right now. She hasn't streamed in a little bit, so I figured we should definitely show her the love tonight. So we're gonna go raid her. I hope you all will stick around to say hi to her, because she really means a lot to me. Also, for those of you who are subscribed to me, for those of you who are able to still watch this, because you're not in a ad, she actually is the one who designed my new emotes and did an amazing job at it, and got it done relatively quickly too. Worth every penny. So yeah, definitely consider subscribing to enjoy those emotes, and also to dodge those pesky ads. I don't know if Spirit is still here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This raid message right here is if you are not subscribed to me, and then this one here is if you are subscribed to me, and again, consider doing so because those emotes are fire, and a very dear friend made those for me, so there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to get going. Remember the name, because where there's light, there's Shadow Terios, Chaos is power, and I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. For those of you who are new to the channel, we always end with a good hearty chaos control in honor of my teacher, Shadow the Hedgehog, and to teleport to the next stream. I will see you all next time, and take care. Chaos control!